What is the weirdest text you got that was accidentally sent to you? When I changed phone numbers back in 19, I got the old number of some guy in his 20s in the same city who obviously lives his best life or something. For years after that I got calls and texts from his friends and family looking for him. Hey, we're going out tonight, you coming? We're meeting at a nightclub. Oof, thanks bro, but this isn't Ethan. Oh, who are you? A single mom in her late 30s. You can come too. Haha, thanks, that's nice of you, but I haven't been clubbing since like 2006. We'll pick you up if you break something. Come get crunk. It was hilarious. My butt cheek is tapping out Morse code on the toilet seat, from a random number. Uncle Dave found the pudding. I just responded cool. What was okay 10 years ago, but today isn't? Using a phone with a physical keyboard. My back, oof. Passing out free USB flash drives as a promotional item for a company. The name Karen was just a vanilla white girl name. That's gay, everyone. Naming your daughter Isis. Coughing on an airplane. Pretending to drink beer from your iPhone 2. Wearing mustache-themed apparel and buying songs for $0.99 on iTunes. Would be rather strange to do that nowadays. What was up with society's collective infatuation with mustaches and bacon 10 years ago? Silly bands, I loved those things so much, but God forbid I pay up to $10 for rubber bands in the shape of animals. What is your not-so-fun fact? Horses can't throw up. If they need to throw up, they'll die. At some point the number of yesterdays you've had will be greater than the number of tomorrows you've got left. There's a serial killer in my state. Bodies have been found dumped in the same way in the same spot a few miles south of me. It's not been reported to the news at all, but there's public police reports that all describe the same thing. People go about their daily lives in the surrounding neighborhoods and even hike in the park every day. None of them have a clue or something close to a hint that tells them they could stumble upon a body in those woods. Dolphins can be sexually attracted to you and will definitely try to do something about it. People who ride ridiculously loud motorcycles on purpose, why? We were looking for houses last year, and we found the perfect house. We louved it, walked outside to get back in the car and noticed about 50 Harleys outside of an establishment across the way. We both looked at each other and said nope. Dodged such a bullet. I'm far more interested in hearing from people who accidentally ride ridiculously loud motorcycles. Their story should be a doozy. There's a South Park episode that addresses this question. Only slightly related, but back in the 1970s, I think, my uncle from New Zealand used to ride bikes and all the neighbors were worried because one, it was a loud bike, but were happily surprised to see him walking the bike down the street before starting it and riding away. They all thought it was so he would not disturb them early in the morning. When in reality the bike would not start on its own and would need to be jump-started, and he needed to get some speed up before starting it. How did you almost die? Cancer. Lost my legs though. T-boned by a cement truck. Guy at the tow yard couldn't believe I was still alive. Got locked in the boot of the car for about an hour during an Australian summer. I don't remember what I did, if anything, to make my mum punish me like that. I was 8 years old. Exploring tidal cliffs, accidentally slipped into the water. Went in sideways, narrowly missed hitting my head. Just barely clawed my way out of the rough tidal zone. It was way over my head and was so choppy I was being slammed against rock. Please be careful around tidal cliff zones. Cancer. Fucked it off twice now. Got lost in the Bolivian rainforest for 3 days after consuming tea made from angel trumpets. Cancer stage 4. Given less than a month. That was 10 years ago.